Hi guys, welcome to this week's podcast where we talk about sewing amongst other things like decorating. I was actually thinking this morning that I really need to get onto like an exercise regime, Mum.
Yeah, I know. I keep thinking about it as well.
You know, it's like with me, when I want to like do something, I end up going too far with it. So I want to try and regulate it. You know what I mean? Because I can all of a sudden go a bit too far with something really quickly. So probably I just want to like, because I've got my rowing machine, so like probably go downstairs and do some like 10 minutes on the rower or something. Or
your treadmill as well, haven't you?
The treadmill has a lot of Neil's work stuff on it. The treadmill, right, is a little bit like, do you know how Roberta says that she's got her machines in the closet? my treadmill is a bit like a storage area for Neil's work right now.
Oh, wow.
But the thing with that treadmill is that we've never ever been able to, like, you can't run on it because, like, for some weird reason, when the thing's going round, it will slip. So all you can really do on this treadmill is just like a fast walking pace, which is good. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, because here it gets like snowy and really cold. So it's nice to be able to go on the treadmill and like, you know, have a bit of a walk on it.
Well, yeah, you don't have to go mad at it, do you?
I mean, I could do with doing like, I don't know, I could do like an hour on my treadmill. Because at one point, what I used to do is I used to get a book and I used to just like walk, reading the book on the treadmill.
Oh, yeah. Some people, you know, if I think they just like listen to music, or if it's in the wherever it is, they're watching TV or something.
I guess I could watch my Victorian Farm while I can like, okay, I want to watch an episode of Victorian Farm, but I can only watch an episode of Victorian Farm if I'm actually on my treadmill watching it.
Yeah.
And then once it's over, then I can get off.
Yeah.
So, what did you think about my? I'm going to switch the camera. I'm going to switch the camera here. It's that one.
Oh, it's really good. It's lovely. It's so cute. I love that.
This is this week's tutorial, and I love the fabric actually. Actually, it's upside down. It's this way. I love the fabric. The fabric was that cotton and steel.
Oh.
And then I put the. Is it upside down? Is this way? Is this way? Is this way? Is this way? No, it's definitely this. I'm looking at the way the ribbon's going. It's definitely this way. And I wanted to do some stuff where, you know, you're using like notions and trims on it.
Yes.
But, you know, just leaving it plain and stuff. I mean, I probably could have done a bit more to it, if I'm honest. And then I did this little tie. You watched the video, didn't you, Mum?
I did, yeah. Yes.
Okay, so this is what happens, though. Is it? Yeah, it's this way. When I turned around and said, okay, press the thing, I sizzled my tassels here.
Oh.
I know, look, like they melted.
Oh no.
And I was so upset. Oh wow. But it doesn't look cute though.
It does, yes. Yes. It's handy as well.
And the little needles here. That's a really big needle though. I'm not quite sure what that needle's for.
Is it a darning needle, that?
It possibly is. It's really thick and long. And then even though I did this by mistake, because I sewed this down by accident, it was supposed to flip up and down, it actually does help to serve a purpose of keeping this in.
The cotton.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I enjoyed doing this. I was wondering how I could have put even more things in it. Maybe I should have put some thing to attach like buttons on and stuff like that, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's how everybody wants it to be, I guess.
Yeah. It's cute, that is. I suppose it's handy to put in your bag, isn't it?
It is. And even if you didn't want to do it as a sewing needle case, you could always do it as like a tea bag case or for anything, really.
Well, yeah.
So I've done a few Scrappy projects now for anybody who may be new watching this. So we did this one, and then we did the one with the twine.
Oh, yeah.
And then we did the Scrappy banner, which I really love. I really want to do that again with different colours rather than the Christmas colours. And then we did the Christmas tree decoration, didn't we?
Yeah.
So I haven't decided this week, but I should really have done the video yesterday, but I couldn't really be bothered to do the video yesterday, so I'll probably have to do it tomorrow now for Wednesday. And I'm not quite sure what to do just yet.
Oh, okay.
I've got my little ideas though, so I'm not out of topics of what to do.
Well, we did collect a few things, didn't we? Have you been looking at that?
Yeah, so me and my mum share a Pinterest page together. Because my mum has this really annoying habit of like sending all these different pictures in Messenger, and I'm like, okay, we're going to create this like group board on Pinterest, and if you ever find anything, you're going to attach it to this board. I'll tell you one thing that I haven't done yet, and that's a zippered pouch. I've never done a zippered pouch tutorial yet.
Oh, right, okay.
Mm-hmm. No, well, I did that one for the blog, the little one. Have I done one or not? I think I've only just done one for that blog thing, but I don't think I've ever done a video for one, a zippered pouch.
Well, you've done two on when you've been doing this. I mean, you did that the frog, and then you did the monkey.
I did, but I didn't. It wasn't like an in-depth tutorial, was it? Of me like doing that. I wasn't really like. I think the Wednesday tutorials are better for, like properly doing a tutorial, and the lives are better for just doing, just stuff where you don't have to necessarily explain too much. Like, it's really hard to do a tutorial live, like on this.
You could do, if you did the little zipper pouch, you could use your scraps and make like a little, like in squares to use up your little, in your scraps.
Yeah. Because I've also got my English paper piece, and haven't I?
Yeah, have you done any more of that? Yeah.
I haven't, but that's still another thing that I want to do a tutorial on as well, something that you create with that, using that. And I don't know whether to go even bigger with it and create a tote bag, or keep it the size it is and just make a small, or a medium-sized pouch. So the front of it would be the hexagon shapes, and then do the back of it just like a solid something or other.
Right, okay.
Yeah. What have you been doing?
I've managed to do most of my chimney breast.
So if you don't know, my mum is doing, she is doing a fireplace, a chimney breast, and she is, you're tiling it, yeah? Are you tiling it, Mum?
Got caught on the door handle it.
She's going to go down and show us. Look at that. So my mum's done that all herself, tiled it. I think it was absolutely fantastic. Oh, it's frozen. Video is frozen again. We had this a previous week where we had some technical issues. Can you hear me, Mum? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, yeah.
It keeps freezing. Oh, there she goes. She'll be back. There we go.
Am I?
Yeah, I
can you hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've done that. I've really chuffed myself. There were some really fiddly pieces as well. I'd cut these little tiny pieces. There's tiny pieces that I'd cut up. And at the top as well.
So what are you going to do around the fireplace? You're going to put some sort of a silver trim around there or not?
I don't think it needs it. I was going to, and when I've been looking at it, I don't think it's necessary.
I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm really glad I'm so glad I've done it now. I was quite scared because I have to use that big monstrous tool.
So basically, like, it's a rotary cutter on steroids.
Yeah.
And what did you end up using in the end? You just used a... Oh, God, she's got it.
Yeah. And it's quite heavy. That's my angle grinder. And I was scared of it. Very scared of it at first. Because it's like when you turn it on, it sort of goes... It does that sort of thing when you turn it on.
It retracts back.
Yeah. And, but even though I had to cut some small pieces like that, but a chap told me to put it on wood. Because you remember I told you when I was doing it the first time, it just kept shattering.
Yeah.
It kept shattering. And this guy told me to use a piece of wood underneath it. Put the wood, the tile, then I could cut it. So he did. But that's the rotary cutter. And I only have a small one. Compared to that. So that's, it's a bit of a different size, isn't it? But I'm okay with it now.
See, my friend told me to buy one of them smaller, because my rotary cutter is a bit like, is it like a 45 millimetre, so it's probably 3 times the size of that. And apparently they're supposed to be quite good for when you're wanting to cut out sewing garments, correct? Do you think that you have a lot of control over that?
Yeah, because when I was over there, do you remember I didn't really like using it because I thought, I suppose it all depends on, getting used to using something. But I just like these small ones, so I just think I can hold it better rather than a bigger thing. You know what I mean?
Do you actually have that blade with a guard on it, or what? Because it looks like the blades. No,
that's the guard. The guard's on.
Okay.
That's the guard.
Just checking, because you were going like this. I'm like, ooh.
That's the blade. That's the guard.
There we go.
And that's got a guard. See, that's got a guard on it as well.
Yes.
So that stays, it doesn't move, that it stays, that guard.
So when you use that small rotary cutter, do you reckon that you have a lot of control then?
Well, yes, I do, yeah. And I do like this little one. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I've got a notification on my thing. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I'm just going to ignore it a second. So sorry, I missed that because my computer decided it wanted to ask me if I wanted to shut down the computer, and it doesn't look like I want to shut down my computer.
No, yes, it does. I like the small ones.
Do you like the small ones better than the bigger ones then?
Yeah, I do feel I've got more control of it, yeah.
And do you think that and you can use it without the ruler as just as well as with the ruler?
I do generally use a ruler though, yeah. You can just get a straight cut, yeah. I suppose it would depend. Yeah, I don't know. Not really use it without a ruler, to say the truth.
I think you can get smaller ones than that as well.
No, I think this is the smallest, this one.
Is that the smallest you can possibly get?
Yeah, it's a small one, this, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think one of the people told me, like one of the subscribers had told me about, where's my other one? There you go, this one. I'm going to pull these while I've got it. Because I got a one with, it's like a pink and sheer one. But I got it ages ago, and I struggle to use this when I'm using a ruler.
Oh,
It's all wavy. And when you try and line it up with the ruler, it kind of like doesn't like it.
Oh, right.
I should have probably used this the other day when I was doing that felt. It probably would have been better because my felt, it didn't seem to like my pink and shears on that felt for some weird reason. I should have probably used a pink and sheer ruler, a rotary cutter. Because when I ordered my Amazon order the other day, I told you I was getting some bobbin thread. So this is all bobbin thread. Look how big it is.
Wow. That's huge.
And it's just nice. It's just nice and it's just nice and fine. And it looks like there's hardly, like, you won't get hardly any lint from it. I can't wait. I'm going to wind some up, actually. I want to doing some embroidery with this just to see what it looks like. And it came in a pack of 2, eh? So you got one black and one white.
Oh, wow.
And whenever I do any embroidery work, what was that?
They're huge, aren't they? There's loads on that.
There is. I think there's 5,000 meters.
Wow.
And it is 100% polyester. And whenever I do embroidery work, I'll generally just go with either white or black because I don't like to necessarily wind the same colour thread that I'm doing in the bobbin, because when I'm doing embroidery work, I'd be winding up so many different colours, it'd be just silly, really. Yeah. So I either go with if it's more of a paler colour, I'll wind white. If it's more of a darker colour, I'll go black. Yeah. So I'm quite excited to use that. It's really nice. That with my Epsom salt. My Epsom salt addiction. Well, I feel like I've got nothing much to talk about today.
Well, what have you been doing? Have you not done any sewing this week?
Well, that's another fun thing. I got that Go Me thing and not even used it once since I've got it. Have I?
Oh, are you doing the same? Are you going to just have it in the cupboard now? You've got it.
It is. It's literally sat in that cupboard, not doing anything.
Right.
And it's not because I'm intentionally not wanting to do anything with it. It's all of a sudden I'm back to Sunday. I'm like, how has it got back to Sunday so quickly? Do you know what I mean?
It's just, yeah, it's just gone quick. It's so quick. I mean, we're like in November, and it's like, what, we're in the third week, aren't we, coming up to?
I know, but I'm not being funny. I think everybody does want to see the back of 2020. Because my Christmas tree went up on, when would it have been? I always put it on, I put it up the day after Remembrance Day, so it always goes up on the 12th of November. Mostly because I just love the Christmas tree. I just think it's just a nice thing to look at on a winter's day, and it cheers me up.
I know, yes, it does.
And I think it cheers everybody else up as they're walking past your house, doesn't it?
Yeah. I like looking, see who's got the Christmas trees up and everything. It does look nice.
Are you putting your little tiny Christmas tree up?
Yeah, of course I am. Yeah. It's up heavy.
My mum got rid of those big.
It's up every year, actually. I've got it all year round, this little tree that I got. It's actually, I've got it on at the moment. I'll show it you. But what I do, I've got all tiny little decorations for it. I just use it as my Christmas tree.
So do you do what some other people do and change it with the seasons?
Well, during the year, I just leave it because it's got little lights on it already. But I put extra lights on it.
Okay, Roberta just joins, Mum. Oh,
this
look.
is my little Christmas tree. So it's up every year. It's up all through the year. But I've got little decorations I've got put on it. And do you know those other little lights you got? Those little thingy lights? I put some more lights on it. So I put more lights on it.
Mum, Roberta's here. Say hi to Roberta.
Oh, my little Christmas tree. So these are my little lights I put on them, which they look like little snowballs. You've got little snowballs on, and they have little decorations.
Oh, look at you go.
Have little decorations for it as well. And some little birdies to stick on it.
Has she gone off again? She's gone off again. I knew she'd gone off. Are you back?
Hiya, Roberta, how are you? What have you been
There's like a delay between me and my mum.
Here's my little Christmas.
There's like a delay between me and you.
It keeps going off again, doesn't it?
There we go. I think it's best now. It's good now. I'm like, Roberta's on, and then you're not saying anything. And all of a sudden, it's like, hi, Roberta, after like 20 seconds of telling you.
Oh, right. Hiya, Roberta. How are you? Have you had a good week?
Do you want to hear something funny though that she's wrote?
Go on.
She goes, ha ha, it's in the closet.
What is it with those things? Why do they end up in the closet? It seems like a good idea. It seems like
it's not even intentional. I do want to use it. I do want to get cut in with it and stuff, but I don't know why it's in the closet. I have no idea why it's in the closet. Joe, people are probably going to thinking like, what is she talking about? What is she talking about? I'm going to get it out.
Can you use
It's going to have a maiden voyage. It's going to have its maiden voyage out of the closet.
Can you not use it for your next project?
Look, it's come out. Joe, I'm gonna keep it out. I'll keep it out and say that no, it does come out of the closet.
So can you not use it for your next project for Wednesday?
Could I use it for my next project for Wednesday? Maybe I should do. Maybe I should do something with that.
See if it works all right.
It does work all right. I've tried it.
Forgotten how to go. They might have forgotten how to work.
It's called Go Me. Go Me.
Well, go me. Try me.
And then she says, it's not even out of the box. It has been out of the box. I can so prove it's been out of the box. I do have some little pieces somewhere. I've definitely used it. I don't know. I love my subscribers. Go on, Roberta. What projects are you working on? Now I'm just playing with this now. Messing around with this.
That is quite a snazzy little thing, that, isn't it?
What?
How does it? Do you know when you use that one with the squiggly things? How does it come out? Do you know the fabric when you cut with it?
Here you go.
Is that some kind of pasta stripper thing?
Let me just get my... get my other thing out that I don't really use that much. Sort this out here. I'm trying to work out where... Isn't it funny when you're trying to work out where like the camera is?
Yeah, well, it's okay, it's fine there.
There you go.
No, yeah.
Let me get this piece of fabric here. Where is this portion here? Here you go, here.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it looks like. So obviously with this, you're going to have less fraying because it's like exactly the same as the pinking shears. But I'm just going to get my ruler. No, it's okay. Do you know, sometimes the problem with me is that I'm trying to do things too quickly.
Oh, probably,
I just need to slow down.
You could have used that for your fabric twine, couldn't you?
But I didn't want to. I wanted to keep the fraying. I actually quite like the fraying of the fabric on the fabric twine.
Right. Yeah.
But the one thing that I didn't want the fraying on was the bunting I did. Do you know that bunting?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like how it looked frayed on like some of the other people's things.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good advert. Good job I'm not trying to promote this anyway. There you go.
It'd be a good pastry cutter, that, wouldn't it?
You want to do pastry cutting with it?
Yeah, it's quite good, that, isn't it?
You make ravioli?
Yeah.
It's okay. Hold the thought. I actually quite like it now. It's one of those things that I've bought, right? Used it once or twice, decided that I didn't like how it... I thought, no, I can't use this properly. And now I actually quite like it.
Oh, I love the colour of it.
So Roberta is sitting hand piecing today. So I want to get sorted out with doing some more English paper piecing again, because it is very therapeutic. I love hand sewing. I do love hand sewing. Yeah. So I'm going to have to do some more of that. Oh, so she said that she's figured out how to hand bind the quilt. So she's going to cut the backing 2 inches bigger and fold it over to hand bind.
Okay, right.
So did you have to like do a little test strip before you like went ahead, Roberta, or did you just sit there and just think, oh, figured it out? Because sometimes when I have to do things, I have to like get a little test strip and like visually see how it's going to work. Are you visual, Mum, as well? Did you have to cut a piece of that stuff in order to see for yourself how, like, do you know when you were doing your tiling?
No, I just measured up the pieces. What I did first was I numbered them all. I numbered the parts where they were going. Do you know, the little pieces? And I just cut them.
Oh, right, okay.
Went ahead and cut them. Some of them were, and I even got that good at on my rotary cutter, on my angle grinder. I could even get hold of my piece of tile in my hand because it needed tiny pieces. Oh, you got it.
Go on, keep going.
I got a piece. Do you know the pieces? They needed just little bits, just like shredding off. And I even got confident to hold it, the thing in my hand, and just sort of like do that with it. You know, to get just the bits off it.
Yeah.
You know, I got really confident in the end with my big, huge rotary cutter angle grinder.
Rotary cutter.
Yes. This is a big mummy. Big mummy rotary cutter. I've got really confident. You know, it's just that it's given me confidence now to use it again if I need to. It's just changing the disc. The disc was that really awkward to put on, and like once it's on as well, it's really tight. So it's getting it on and off, but getting it back on again. I got it on, but it was like wobbly. You know, the blade was wobbly. And I took it off again and then I had to redo it. And it's that you have to press the button. There's a button there, this button here. You have to press the button and then put the thing in there. There's sort of like some holes. Can you see the holes? And
Yeah.
you've got to put that in there. You have to hold this and then try and turn it. And it's really hard to sort of like put it on. So I had to take it off and then put the thing back on and then do it. And I thought, if I do it like that with the tool and just keep doing it all the time, and it went on. So it was, but the thing is just keeping that button down. It's heavy, this. Keeping that button down and putting the thing on. It took me, I don't know how many attempts to do it.
It sounds like a workout.
Oh, God, it was. I mean, it was just, you know, getting the grip. My grip is gone. You know, my grip isn't as tight as it used to be.
It's funny, do you remember when I did that Canadian test where they did loads of like tests and stuff for like the statistics, like for Canada and stuff? I got selected out of like 1,000 people or something in Canada to go and have these like tests done and that. And they did a whole thing on grip.
All right.
And muscle massness and stuff like that. And yeah, they literally did a whole health thing, because that's when they noticed I had, like they had told me back then, I had a vitamin D deficiency. So you have to really watch vitamin D.
Yes.
Like it's very easy to, yeah. And I really should. I should be taking even more vitamin D, really.
Maybe that's what I need then, May. I've got some, but I don't blooming take it.
Well, that's it. I do end up buying these things, but then they end up staying in my pantry, and I don't end up taking them. So I've got to remember just to. It has to be a certain time when you're doing something at the same time every time. And I'm starting to wonder whether I need to, like, when I'm making supper for both me and Neil, then I should literally, when I've dished the supper out, dish the vitamins out with it. And then we both have our vitamins when we're eating our supper. And then it's just going to become a routine then, because I know I'm going to have supper every day. So maybe I should do it then.
I used to do it religiously, like in first thing in the morning. So I don't know when are you supposed to take it?
But don't they turn around and say that the absorbency rate of taking a vitamin is actually better before you actually eat, because then because if you eat them on an empty stomach, I don't think they're supposed to be as effective as eating them like on a full stomach or something. Is that correct?
Not quite sure. I think they do most vitamins and that. They do. I think they do generally say to eat it with food, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. So Roberta says she hasn't tried doing a binding just yet, but she's having to find backing that will fit in with the top. So are you just trying to find the backing to fit with the top that's like 108 inches wide, or just any kind of backing, Roberta? Because when I'm making the backing of a quilt, I always try to do it like the cheapest way possible. I always think you're never looking at the back anyway. Use a bedding sheet like I did. I think I would actually go back to doing a bedding sheet for the backing of a quilt rather than buying the backing from a quilt store now. I think the whole trick to doing you need to make sure that you use a backing, like a bedding sheet that's got a thicker thread count, not like because the one I got was kind of like a cheap kind of bedding set, and it was kind of like, it was thin. It was kind of thin. So you want something to be a little bit thicker, like a quilting cotton. She said she likes the wide backing. I hate trying to measure to fit. I know, but the problem with the wide backing that I found is that it's so, like, they don't do many prints for it. There's, like, I don't know why they don't do so many, like, backings for quilt. And they're so expensive as well, like, because at my quilting store, I'm looking for, like, 108-inch wide backing, do you have, like, a king-size quilt. It's $52 per metre. But then if I was buying just a single one, like just a normal regular size, that's like 40-inch wide, and they are normally run about $15 a metre. So when it's doubled up, it probably is about $30 when you think about it. Or even better, just go to a cheap fabric store like a Joann's or because they have like Joann's, and I think Walmart sells fabric. You can probably get something like in a sale.
But I've got to say, what about the sale wall? You have all these sale walls, don't you, over there?
I know that the ones, do you know the one that we like to go to, that kind of like cheaper fabric store that sells the clothing fabric and stuff, they hardly do, like, they hardly really do any quilting cottons in a sale. Not any of like in the quilting stores that I go into as well, I don't see hardly any stuff in the sale.
Right. The bedding sheets are all right, though, aren't they?
I know, I'd say bedding sheets. Totally do it at bedding sheets.
Yeah.
Here comes the person who keeps on saying that I'm never ever going to do a king size quilt again, but just you watch in 6 months' time. Hi, I'm Cassie and I'm doing a king size quilt.
You'll have to design another pattern.
Yes. Or use the Gomi. I like using the Gomi so much, I ended up making a king size quilt.
I've forgotten the patterns on them now.
What?
The patterns on the plates.
Oh, the Gomi. It was a half square triangle and quarter square triangles, because this is the designs I'm showing on the back of the box.
Oh yeah.
And I actually quite like. I actually kind of want to do. I want to do this one.
Yeah, that does look quite nice. That. Yes. I know, it's cute, isn't it? Oh,
my mum made that. That's one of my little baby shoes.
That's your first shoes. That was your first shoe.
And I see that they're Clarks.
Yes, they're Clarks. Only the best for my baby.
Look at you. So she did a little pin cushion. It's so sweet. You didn't glue that on though, did you?
I did, yeah. I couldn't. What else am I going to do with it? How to stick it down?
I might want to wear them again.
Oh yeah. What size are you now? 7. Gosh, I can't believe that you grew. Look at those. How did you grow out of them?
How did I grow out of them? I know, like I'm at like UK 7, US 9 now. Yeah, I might just get a big toe in there. Let's go on, Mum, talk. What are you doing this week?
I did watch them actually before about how they pleated fabric.
Oh, I've seen this before. It's good, isn't it?
Have you seen that? Yeah, it is.
We use like cardboard.
Yeah, and it's like a big black fan thing, and they put the fabric on top, and then it's sort of like it folds up and they thing it together.
Yep.
And then put it in like a steamer. It was only for half an hour, and it came out, and it was all. It's quite amazing, isn't it?
It's good. It was Chris. Do you remember was that a Christian Dior one that you watched or not?
No, it's not. It was somebody in the UK. It was actually someone that does. He did things for like films and everything as well, and he mentioned Victoria Beckham.
Oh,
she's one of his customers. He's in the UK. But there was all different designs as well, very intricate designs in some of them. Really fancy. How they pleated them. It wasn't just the regular plates. It was all these fancy decorative ones. And he did it for half an hour, and then it came out. It goes into a black tube, doesn't it? And they wrap it some, I don't know if it's brown paper, not whatever it was around it, and put it in this steam thing.
Yeah, I watched one about there's definitely a Christian Dior one about how the pleats happen, and also how they do the hand embroidery as well. That one's pretty amazing.
Oh yeah.
And like beadwork.
I know.
Because that stuff takes hours.
I was just going to say, it's the time on that. It's just amazing.
Well, that's why some of these things, I think, so I've discussed this before about being haute couture, and like you can only be haute couture if you've, it's Paris. You have to actually have a boutique in Paris, and it's done by the French government as well to be haute couture. And most of these places, I don't even think that they sell their items. I think they're actually like loaned to some of these celebrities and stuff, and then they wear them to like these, and then they like go into some sort of vault. Because I think some of these things are like that priceless that I don't think anybody would be able to like buy them.
Yeah. I know.
Yes, so they're really interesting.
They're very, very time-consuming, sewing that sort of thing.
I love watching stuff like that. So Roberta's just saying that one of the shops that she visits has a huge selection of wide backs. So you're lucky. Companies are realising quilters want them. She pays like $23 to $25 a yard. And they have good sales where you can get 15% off during the holidays. See, that's why I prefer the States sometimes.
I know, they do.
It's so expensive in Canada. Like Canada is expensive. My mum's saying it's expensive in the UK.
It is. It is here, very much.
See, and I've got some fabrics where it's like I just don't have enough when you buy fabrics from the store, I think it's worthwhile buying at least like 2 meters of something minimum. Like I seem to buy just like 1 meter or something, and I think it's not quite enough.
I think sometimes it's better to buy a bit more because it's like you don't know if it's going to go up next time you go as well, Sometimes
I know. But even like looking at making projects with stuff, and then I'll be like, okay, I want to use this fabric up, but then I've only got 1 meter of it, and I end up not being able to like do anything with it, kind of thing. I really do need to start using this fabric up. I got all of my Christmas stuff down in order to, like, that should have been made out of Christmas fabric, really. This. My sewing needle book.
Right.
I should have done it out of Christmas stuff. I do. I need to get using some of that Christmas fabric.
That garland that you did was nice. That's at the back of you. The little garland at the back of you.
The garland. I love that garland.
Really is. I mean, you could do that in any fabric for any time of the year, couldn't you? You know, like summertime or anything, can't you? Even like some in pinks and blues for babies, nurseries and things. It's really good, isn't it?
Because I think that would look really good in pink and blues.
Yeah.
Because people have gone on about like making tinsel for a tree as well out of scrap fabric. Do you know, like you said ages ago, doing them rings? Do you remember the rings that you used to make as a kid?
Ring?
Where you like ring and then do another ring and another ring and another ring and then it ends up being like a long thing of rings.
Oh.
I should do that.
You'd have to use something to stiffen it though, wouldn't you? How could you stiffen it?
Either that or I thought of another way that I could do it.
Paper chain. Paper chain, you mean, don't you? What's that?
That just scared me.
What is it?
One of my command hooks decided to fail.
All right.
One of my rulers has just fallen on the floor.
Okay.
The one that I'm not supposed to bend. And it just fell on the floor. It's like, wake up, Cassie. Okay, then. Okie dokie. Do you have anything else to say?
I was just going to say, how would you stiffen the fabric up to make a paper chain thing? Or fabric chain? How would you do that?
Because I might use it as a tutorial. I don't want to give my secrets away on live. They'll have to wait for the tutorial.
Yeah. Be interesting. See how you did it.
Okie dokie. Let me have a look here. Say goodbye to the good people of the internet.
Bye-bye, Roberta. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.
Bye, Roberta. Bye, good people of the internet.
Bye-bye. From Mum.